Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is the Music Roundtable. Today on the show, we have Daimen from alternative rock band Eerie Weather.
Hey, how's it going?
Look at me, beg to stay. Fingertips, you painted gray. You bite my neck and scratch my back. You pull my hair, a bend and snap. Like a story ending after midnight. And I can't afford the price it would cost. If I could see you walk away with a smile, turn all the lights out and stay for a while. I just wanna make you feel happy. I just wanna make you feel happy. I just wanna make you feel happy. I hope that I can make you feel happy.
I just want to start out by digging into some of your history. What got you into music? Was there like a band or a song or something that kind of inspired you to pursue this?
Yeah, so it's kind of two thoughts, and they're both like drastically different. So the band that got me into wanting to write music was Nirvana, and just like seeing Kurt, uh, video course, really wanted me to like, oh, I could play guitar. I'm not like the best guitar player, so seeing him also like admit like, "Oh, I'm not the best guitar player, but that really inspired me. And then what inspired me to like want to be in bands was Motley Crue because they just looked so cool, and I was just like, oh yeah, I want to do that.
Like with Tommy Lee's drum set flipping upside down while he's playing and all that.
Yeah, and Nikki Sixx shooting freaking flames out of his bass, and then just like I read their book, The Dirt, and I was just like, God, this is like so terrible. Like I really want that life. I don't know why, but like as like a 13, 12-year-old, I was like, dude's dying of heroin and then coming back. Bring me in. Let's do it.
Now, can you tell me some of your musical influences?
Oh man, there really is a lot, and I feel like with every project, it's kind of like changed. But My Chem has always been a consistent one. I love My Chemical Romance. They're probably my favorite living band. Um, and then Nirvana, of course, like I said, always has played an integral part. Uh, the Beatles, Pixies, The Cure, Blink 182, AFI, Good Charlotte. A lot of like the early 2000s pop punk specifically was like really influential on me. The Used, I can't not mention The Used because they're just so cool. In every lineup they've had is just they're like a perfect band. So yeah, those guys for sure.
Now, is this like a project that you were talking about different projects? Is this like a project or is this like a band that you formed?
It's a little of both. It started off just as a project. When I left my last band, I wasn't really sure if I was going to do music ever again. And then I just had a lot of these songs laying around, so I went and met Jason because my guitar player, he was my girlfriend's roommate at the time, and he was not very much into like the kind of music. Like, he's a metalhead, like In Flames type metalhead, and so I was just like, I know this isn't like your thing, but I got these songs and I'm having trouble playing them on guitar. So like, do you think you could maybe just play guitar for me for a little bit? And he was kind of just all in instantly. He was like, I don't even like this kind of music really, but I love that you're doing something, so I'm in. Um, and then really from there, it just like kind of trickled down to like, okay, so I have a guitarist now, and I'm gonna go work with this guy Ty, and he just kind of fell into being my bassist. And then my drummer, I like was originally just hiring him on, and he was like, "I love this stuff. Like, I just want to be your drummer." And I was like, "All right, like you're in too, I guess." And then we had a show last year, and I needed a second guitarist, so we got Tony, and it just went so well that it was just like, "Oh, well, you're in the band too, so I guess we're just like a band now." And it is like my main project. Like I have final say. I do all the creative. I write most of the music. But I love having these guys there and their input. Like they all write their own parts for the most part. But it is like a super collaborative thing. So it really was just a project in the beginning to just like focus on these random ideas I had. But it really is now just like a band, and I just happen to run the band page the most consistently, so it is a lot of me is what you'll see, but it is a band.
Now, how did you come up with the name Eerie Weather?
You know, it was like super random. So before, like I said, before I left my last band, we were considering changing the band name, and so I just came up with like a million different things, and there was this band called the Eries. They had like one EP release that I thought was like super sick, and so I just took Eerie and I just put like a million different words after that, and then the one that like stuck to me was Weather, and I was like Eerie Weather. That sounds sick. I'm not gonna tell my old band about that band name because I'm gonna just save that for a rainy day. And then once I left, I was like, Eerie Weather, that's the thing. Cause like I feel like it sounds like it could be a band or it could be a solo project. Like either way it works. So I was like, that's the one. I'm sticking to it. That's it.
Okay. What city is your band based out of?
We're based out of Tucson, Arizona. That's where we all live, and it's 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 the most convenient for everybody. So Tucson.
Okay. I wanted to get into your album Pale Flowers, and there's a song called Happy. And when the chorus kicks in, I could just imagine people in the crowd jumping up and down during that. Now, th- is that something you imagine too?
Oh yeah. We played our second show ever because I'm very selective and protective of the band and what we're gonna play, and the show finally came up that I was like, yeah, this is actually perfect for us, and I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting as many people to be there as there was, but I also wasn't expecting as much people to know who we were. So getting to see kids like actually do what I imagined, like I imagined, like you said, people flipping out during the chorus, and then when they did, it was like mind blowing. Like it was one of those like surreal things where I was like, I had to like stop for a second because like I was just like fanboying, like they get it, they actually get it. So yeah, it was super sick.
I wanted to talk about a lyric line in that song. You say, "You can wash all the human out of me." Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Um, yeah, well, so the whole song is a love letter to my girlfriend. It is definitely written about her for her, and yeah, that lyric in general, it was just like I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but um, she just she makes me want to live forever and live longer, and it was a very like vampiric lyric that I had. Like just you make me want to live forever. You make me want to be with you. Is kind of how I interpreted it when I wrote it.
Tender eyes are all I need. Your vibrant light beats things I see. You could wash all the human out of me. A portrait of eternity. Like a story ending after midnight, and I can't afford the price it would cost. If I could see you walk away with a smile, I'll turn all the lights out and stay for a while. I just wanna make you feel happy. I just wanna make you feel happy. I just wanna make you feel happy. I hope that I can make you feel happy, happy, happy. I just wanna make you feel happy. I just wanna make you feel happy. I hope that I can make you feel happy.
You just released Tomorrow as a single, and in 2 weeks on YouTube, it's got 850,000 streams. Are you like blown away by that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, like entirely. I wasn't expecting it at all to go as crazy as it did. It blew my mind. Like I do like run like Google ads and stuff like I normally do, but I apparently whatever the hell I did on this one and like just promoting it the way that I did really clicked with people, and it like made me want to throw up because I was like, "Oh my God." I didn't expect that at all.
I also wanted to talk about a lyric line in that it's like it says, "I know that tomorrow we can conquer it." Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh man. Yeah, so that song was like literally the hardest song that I've ever written. Because I wrote that song in 2019 and I didn't finish it we like probably until like a few months before the EP was released. Like there was a moment where I was like, I don't even know if this is gonna make it because of that chorus. Like I could not figure that chorus. Like I just could not figure it out for the longest time. And so once I figured out the melody, and then like figuring out the lyrics was a little bit simpler because again, it's that song is also a love story and also, partially to do with my girlfriend, and it's kind of just one of those feelings of like we can take on the world, like me and this person who I care about, we could literally take over the world if we really wanted to. And so to me, that's what that chorus and that line is about.
I take away everything you said when we walked around in the cold. She melts away, dancing in the rain, fade away, I'm not all alone. The rain is pouring, we need to get out before the storm takes hold. Wash away, whatever. Run away together. I
Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the people you work with. Matt Good, Maddie Hoffman. Could you tell me about their role in helping you?
Oh man, so Maddie is a really good friend of mine. I've known him, God, coming up on 10 years now, probably. Yeah. Um, we were in a band, the Black Hollow, together for a while, and then we went on and we're in Beyond and Broken together for a while, and that was a great time. And so Colorless off of the EP is one of the last songs that we wrote together, and we recorded it with Matt Good, and Uh, Originally, it was supposed to be for my old band, and that band we kind of stopped immediately, not because of any bad blood or anything. It was just like timing for everybody. And so I had this song that was just collecting dust on a hard drive, and I just messaged all the dudes, and I was like, "Hey, I have this project that I'm doing. I have an EP, and I want it to like really just like celebrate, everything that I've done. And would it be okay if I put this out?" And they all said, "Hell yeah!" So I was able to put that Colorless on, and it was like a really nice celebration of that. But yeah, working with Maddie is always fun, and he's a good guy, and I'm super stoked where he's at in his career, being able to join Escape the Fate, and yeah, it's super sick. And then as far as Matt Good, I learned a lot. We worked on so he worked on a couple songs for the Black Hollow, and that was where I first met him. And then from that, Maddie and I like were just pushing to have Beyond Unbroken work with him on that first EP, and I learned a lot from Matt, especially as far as like harmonies go and melody, because I have a tendency to like overcomplicate melody and like uh really wanting to overdo harmonies, and he was able to like show me like a good way of smoothing out melodies and songwriting.
What do you have planned for 2024?
Um, so for 2024, I want to put out a 4-song EP. Um, we are in the process right now of getting everything finished. I have one song that I literally just got the first mix back today. And then another one that I demoed out, or two more that I demoed out, and then one more that like I have a rough idea, but it's not fully there yet. But the plan is to get 4 songs out, and I would like ideally to have a song out each like quarter of the year. That would be the plan. And then we want to do 4 shows. Um, there's a couple that we're trying to get on right now, but the idea would be do like at least one Phoenix, one hometown show, one Los Angeles show, and then that fourth one, we're kind of figuring out where we want to go for that. But that would be like super ideal.
Okay. How can we get a hold of you? Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah. Eerie Weather on Instagram, one word. Eerie Weather Facebook. Pretty much everything, just Eerie Weather. It's right there.
Okay. Um, that's all the questions I have. Thanks for coming on the show today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Uh, Thank you for having me. I'm really stoked. I know this is kind of last minute, and I appreciate you coming and let me talk to you. Make sure that you check out Pale Flowers by Eerie Weather. It's phenomenal. It might be the record of the year. It is for me. um, yeah, make sure to follow us on everything: Spotify, Instagram, TikToks, I guess. Uh, all of that jazz.